Have you ever wondered what really happened at Fukushima? Most of us remember the headlines. A massive earthquake, a devastating tsunami, and a nuclear disaster. But the story of Fukushima is so much more than that. It's a story of human error, incredible bravery, and the enduring power of nature. It's a story that didn't end when the news cameras left. In fact, its impact is still shaping Japan and our entire planet today. Let's uncover the untold story of Fukushima. On March 11, 2011, a magnitude 9.0 earthquake, one of the most powerful ever recorded, struck off the coast of Japan. The ground shook for 6 long minutes, powerful enough to shift the Earth on its axis. But the real catastrophe was yet to come. The quake triggered a colossal tsunami, with waves reaching up to 40 meters high, that crashed over the seawalls of the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The plant's emergency systems were designed to handle earthquakes, and they did. The reactors automatically shut down as planned, but they weren't designed to handle a tsunami of this magnitude. The floodwaters swamped the facility, knocking out the backup diesel generators that were crucial for cooling the nuclear reactors. Without power, the cooling systems failed. It was the beginning of a nightmare. Inside the control rooms, operators faced an impossible situation. They were plunged into darkness, with no power, failing instruments, and rising radiation levels. In the hours and days that followed, 3 of the plant's 6 reactors experienced a full meltdown. Hydrogen gas built up, leading to a series of terrifying explosions that blew the roofs off the reactor buildings, releasing massive amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The world watched in horror. It was the worst nuclear accident since Chernobyl. The Japanese government ordered a massive evacuation, forcing over 160,000 people to flee their homes, leaving everything behind. Families were separated, communities were shattered, and a vast area of land became a radioactive exclusion zone, a ghost town frozen in time. But in the midst of this chaos, there were stories of incredible heroism. The Fukushima 50, a group of plant workers, firefighters, and soldiers, stayed behind, risking their lives to bring the reactors under control. They battled fires, navigated dark, flooded corridors, and exposed themselves to dangerously high levels of radiation to prevent an even greater catastrophe. They were the unsung heroes who stood on the brink of a global disaster and refused to back down. The fallout from Fukushima wasn't just confined to Japan. Radioactive particles were carried by wind and ocean currents across the globe. Traces were found in the air, soil, and water as far away as North America and Europe. This raised serious concerns about the safety of our food supply and the long-term health effects of low-level radiation exposure. For years, scientists have been studying the impact on marine life in the Pacific Ocean and the delicate ecosystems that were contaminated. The disaster served as a stark reminder that a nuclear accident anywhere is a threat to everyone. The cleanup at Fukushima is one of the most complex and expensive environmental remediation projects in human history. It's a monumental task that will take decades, maybe even a century, to complete. Engineers are using cutting-edge robotics to navigate the highly radioactive reactor buildings and remove the molten nuclear fuel. Every day, they must also manage a growing volume of contaminated water, which is treated and stored in over 1,000 massive tanks on site. The recent decision to release this treated water into the ocean has been controversial, sparking debate and concern among neighboring countries and fishing communities. Fukushima forced a global reckoning with nuclear power. In the wake of the disaster, countries around the world re-evaluated their own nuclear safety standards. Germany made the bold decision to phase out all of its nuclear plants. Japan itself shut down all its reactors for a time, leading to a profound shift in its national energy policy and a renewed push for renewable energy sources. The disaster highlighted critical lessons about plant design, regulatory oversight, and the importance of preparing for worst-case scenarios that seem almost unimaginable. It taught us that we can never be complacent when it comes to nuclear safety. But the story of Fukushima is not just one of disaster and loss. It's also a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. In the years since the accident, incredible progress has been made. The exclusion zones have slowly begun to shrink, and some residents have been allowed to return to their rebuilt towns. Where there were once abandoned fields, there are now vast solar farms. Fukushima is transforming itself into a hub for renewable energy and robotics research, determined to build a safer, more sustainable future from the ashes of its past. The people of Fukushima have faced unimaginable hardship. They lost their homes, their livelihoods, and their sense of security. The psychological scars run deep, and the stigma associated with the region remains a painful burden. Yet, they have shown incredible strength and determination. They are working to rebuild their communities, preserve their traditions, and share their story with the world so that the lessons of Fukushima are never forgotten. Their journey of recovery is a source of inspiration for us all. The Fukushima disaster was a defining moment of the 21st century. It was a tragedy born from the immense power of nature and the vulnerabilities of our own technology. It exposed the risks of our reliance on nuclear energy, but also showcased the extraordinary courage and resilience of people in the face of crisis. The legacy of Fukushima is complex and continues to unfold. It's a story of loss, a lesson in humility, and a beacon of hope. It reminds us of our responsibility to protect our planet and to learn from our mistakes, ensuring that such a disaster never happens again. Thank you for watching. If you found this story meaningful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the events that shape our world. We'll see you next time.